Hi, this is Phyllis from afc-express.com, bringing you another little video message. There's no such thing as a silly question, only questions that I can't answer. But in this case, there's one I can, and if one of you has a question, I'm sure that more of you have had this problem. So a question came in about how can you make sure that the gathering on this 2 or 3 inch cut of the nylon chiffon comes out in the middle of the cut. So I'm going to briefly review the ruffler with you. The things that need to be adjusted are, make sure this little piece at the top says whether you want it straight sewing, every 12 stitches, every 6 stitches, or every stitch. This determines how frequently. The 6 and the 12 would really be for pleating. Every stitch has that gathering that we're looking for, that ratio. Whether you want a 4-to-1, a 3-to-1, I think this goes up to about an 8-to-1, that's determined on some type of a wheel. The one that I'm showing you here has this little orange screw that helps you adjust the ratio of gathers to stitch. And I'll start by saying that I'm going to suggest that you take a 2 or 3 foot piece of your chiffon, set it to the different numbers, run it through and measure to see exactly on your machine where is it 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. The question really came in about how to make sure that this gathering stitch, the ruffling stitch, is in the center. The person that called in was having trouble getting the fabric to go all the way to this curvy edge. That's because on the bottom side, if you were to flip the ruffler over, there's this little extra bar. You want to make sure that your fabric for the ruffling goes over that bar. That bar is really there if you wanted the ruffle to be that 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch from the edge. It's also there so that if you weren't working with something quite as soft and as silky as chiffon, you could run a second fabric just over that, do your shirring, and it would attach that shirred piece of fabric, the gathered piece of fabric, to the bottom piece in the same stroke, which is a very nice feature. It's just not so helpful on the pettiskirt. But you have to make sure that the fabric goes over that bar so that it extends all the way to the curved edge. And then your stitching for the gather will be right in the center, or as close as you want it to be. Please remember to oil your ruffler. I use WD-40, and you should have lots of success with it and lots of fun. Thanks for watching. Phyllis on behalf of AFC Express. See you soon.